All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please take your seats. We're going to be getting started within 137 seconds. Please take your seats. We'll start in 135 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We'll be starting in T-minus 64 seconds.
Can you take this one because I want that one just because I'm going to take it down to the chair?
Yep. Oh, that's funny. You just unravel it, make people walk over it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's get started on time. Okay. On count of three, give me a shh. Ready? Nope.
Let me find James real quick.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Shall I get people seated? All right. If you haven't already done so, please take a selfie of yourself and tweet it out there that you're at New Tech Seattle. Selfies are welcome. For those of you who are not seated, shh. For those of you in the back who are networking, we're going to be starting the evening. If you could please find your seats. We've got a couple open over here and over there. Now, here's the deal. We're going to kick off in about 15 seconds. For those of you who have a phone, this is pretty much everyone, please take it out and take a selfie right now. Recognize the fact that it is Thursday night. Tomorrow is what day of the week? I don't expect anyone else to say payday except for this smart one over here. Woo! It's Friday. It's payday. It's the last day of the first month of Q4, which means only one thing. Yeah, you know what it means if you're in sales. Okay, for everybody else, welcome to New Tech Seattle. Let's all hear for Mr. Green. Mr. Green? Mr. Green? Yeah? Woo! And for Seattle Startup Week, how many people here are here specifically because it is the week for Seattle Startup Community? Raise your hands. Yeah! Only happens once a year. And for those who organized it, thank God, right? Okay. Well, you ready to get things kicked off?
Yep. We have a lot in an hour. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. Some people are going to walk away with some cool free stuff. You ready to have fun? Yeah. Okay, cool. So first off...
Wait, hold up.
What?
Shh. For those of you who are networking, this is a large-ass building. You can find places to network, and we encourage you to do so. But for everybody here who is here to learn, listen, and have fun, which is who's here to listen, learn, and have fun? Good. If you went woo, you don't need to network right now. For those of you who did not woo, please go outside and continue your networking there. Now let's get the evening started.
So who has never been here before? Cool. Welcome. Did you feel welcome? People are good to you? Okay, good. That's our community. You're here, so now you're part of it. And that's what it's about. So we just put this up so you understand this is the room that you're in. This is the community and the people that you're with. And this is what we believe and what we stand for and what we help everybody else do who loves this stuff. Do you love this stuff? Good. Then we're all in the right room. So this is not even all of our team, but a lot of our team that help make all the stuff happen because Red and I are up here, but there's a lot of things in the background that people put together for us. You may have realized this is Seattle Startup Week. Has anybody heard that yet? So Dave Parker's going to tell us a little bit about that really quick. I don't know why it auto-forward.
Hey everybody, this is your first event of Startup Week all week? Wow, where have you been? We missed you. There's only like 17 events left out of 115 events this year. It's crazy. And you guys are part of, well, we weren't planning on counting this tonight, but if we count you guys tonight into the unique set of people who've already gone to Startup Week and registered, it'll be 4,000 unique people who attended Startup Week this year. So when I started my first startup in '98, there was not such a thing as a startup ecosystem in Seattle. So there was 10 of us looking around the table at each other going, I don't know, what would you do? Right? And now there's all kinds of events and some great mentors and speakers that came out and help, and a great event like you guys put on. Thank you for doing this for the community. It's awesome. So there is one day left of events tomorrow. For me, there's one more event that I'm headed out to next. But I want to just thank everybody for participating. Thank the organizing team for putting it on. Thank Brett and Red for being such a great part of the community and for doing it. We're also a sponsor of this event, so when I'm not running Startup Week, which my chairman will remind me about, I'm the CEO of Code Fellows. So if you ever thought about doing coding as a training and a vocation, we have a one-day 101 program that answers the question, should I pursue a career in coding or not? It's easy to find the answers to. Just go to Code Fellows. But thank you guys very much for letting us be part of it. We love being part of this event.
Thank you.
Right. To Seattle Startup Month next year. Right. Yeah. Okay.
So the empire is expanding. We have New Tech Seattle, New Tech Eastside, and November 10th we are launching New Tech Tacoma. We might even possibly have the mayor speaking, which would be really awesome if it's her schedule. So if you know anybody who would like to go down to Tacoma or lives in Tacoma, we're there. And we'd love to help you guys. If you want to be a part of that community and support what they're doing too, please do so. Josh is a very active person in the community, and he just did what a lot of us think about but don't do because it's hard and it takes a lot of time. Josh wrote a book, and startup people might want to know about it.
Yes, I wrote a book, and I'm going to give away as many copies as I can. All right, so 3. So check under your seat. And under your seat, there's a little card. Looks like a bookmark maybe, and 3 of them have the word winner on it. The others don't. Not every seat has a card. There's only 3 winners. But I have more books for sale at a discount, especially for Seattle Startup Week.
You are Oprah's worst nightmare. I mean that with love. But
With love. So the book really just profiles a bunch of really, really rich startup investors. And if you're an entrepreneur and you want to get money from investors, really the tricks to connect with the best entrepreneurs are in this book. If you're maybe an investor, or you want to be an investor, maybe you just had a huge exit and you're thinking about what am I going to do with all that money, you should read this book to figure out how to be a good angel investor or a good startup investor versus lose your money right away. So Startup Wealth, startupwealth.com, the book's for sale. And again, you can find me. I'll be here the rest of the evening if you'd like to pick up a signed copy today. The folks who have a winner will connect with me after the event.
thank you, Josh.
And just as an Dave was telling us a little earlier about the heyday of Seattle before there was community. For those of you who do not know Josh, he was one of the original, there was a New Tech Seattle. Before New Tech Seattle, it was this guy who used to run it. So let's give him a round of applause for contributing back to the community again. Thank you, Josh.
Okay, so you guys might have heard just James Bond movies coming out. We get really lucky. We get movie passes and stuff often. So to make this quick and easy, because we got lots of, we have posters, we have shirts, we have movie passes. If you want any of those things or multiple things, just come up to this screen right now, grab whatever you want, and then turn around because we have to take a picture for Sony Pictures because they want to make sure we didn't throw everything in a dumpster.
Yeah! Okay, things are getting really ugly over here. Please, no nails. Put the knife away. This is just weird. No, please don't take your shirt off and change right here. That's just,
Okay, if you grabbed anything here, turn around, hold it up, and look really happy. Sony needs to know we actually gave it away.
For those of you who cannot tell, this is our ability to do a promotion for a movie coming out. And we need to prove that we did it. And then there are KPIs. How many of you are actually going to the movie? Raise your hand if you're going to go to the movie. Okay. Correlation is not causation, but who cares? Yes!
And if you want any of these James Bond posters that are around on the walls, feel free to grab them anytime you like. And there's more there. Yeah, put them out by the table so people can grab them on the way out. Cool. So elections coming up next week, just really quick. Civic responsibility. If you care about Seattle, you care about Seattle culture. These are some candidates that we know do support some things that are not only with Seattle culture, but also with helping the tech segment grow in a way that's positive with Seattle. So those are some people you might want to look up. And if not, just vote for your conscience and who you care about. These are our amazing presenters tonight. So can we get a quick round of applause for Kodu Care, Six Crickets, Smart Cap, and Killer Infographics. We're going to have great presentations, and none of this happens without the sponsors. So the top sponsors are Terabyte sponsors. They'll come up for a minute each and tell you something really quickly a little bit later. But we also want to mention some of our other partners and sponsors. Bold IP had, I don't know if I'm not going to be able to pull this out. You can pull it out. It's a thing to wrap your earbuds around, and there's a bunch of those at registration, so you can grab those on the way out. And is there anyone from Galvanize that wants to say anything really quickly? Galvanize hosts us, and we're so grateful. It's very hard to find a space that will hold 350 to 500 people. And it's very hard to find a venue that has someone that can do cartwheels for you, too.
There's so many. There's so much swag. I've got it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Galvanize. My name is Leah. I'm the evangelist here. I hope you guys are having a good startup week. All right. We're so happy to have New Tech Seattle. Every time we have it, it's always a crowded room, standing room, high fives all around. It's a great time. For those of you who've never been here before, who wants to take a crack at what the heck Galvanize is? There are a lot of wrong answers, but we're going to go with it. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath because I just did a cartwheel, and I'm way too old to do that. Yes, you, sir. I spoke to you earlier, so that's pretty much right on the money. Yes, so I like to describe Galvanize as a modern urban campus that offers educational programming, full stack data science. We also have membership services, event spaces like this, and also venture capital. So we're like an all-in-one Swiss Army knife for the startup community, all under this beautiful 71,000 square foot campus. So if you have any questions, you can go to galvanize.com, or you can come talk to me in the corner. I've got all my cards and I've got a smile. So please enjoy the event. Thank you.
So just a note about our sponsors really quickly. Yes, they're promoting things at their companies, but what we really appreciate and love about our sponsors is they actually care about the community. They honestly care about the community. A lot of them do active things in the community, and they're actually about the people, and everything we're doing here is about the people. So support them. They support us, and what we support is STEM education for women and minorities through Washington State Opportunity Scholarship. And so Aaron, come up really quick and let them know about it and what you guys are doing with Geeks Give Back.
Okay, totally cool. Every time we're here, it's reiterated every single time what heart the tech community has for giving back and making a difference and helping Washington continue to thrive. And all of you are part of that. And the people who are the next generation are folks like Youssef, who's going to speak in just a second. He is a Washington State Opportunity Scholar, which means he's a Washington State high school grad. He is the beneficiary of a scholarship that's being studied for in this state, a degree in this state, in STEM or healthcare. And I want you to hear from him for a second before I tell you why we're here.
Thank you guys for having us, and it's amazing to see the community up here. So my name is Youssef Benor. I'm a student at the University of Washington, Tacoma, studying computer science and mathematics. Woo! Yeah, so if it wasn't for the Washington State Opportunity Scholarship, my path to having a degree in computer science and mathematics would not be possible, because I come from a poor family, and then my family will have to choose between feeding my family or sending me to college, which you already know the choice is going to be. It's going to be feeding the family. But it's amazing. Now everything is paying off. Being at the University of Washington, last year I earned a 3.98 GPA, which is amazing. We're making all of us making the community better. And also this year, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to enter the CS major 1 quarter before I should enter it. So that's amazing. So I just want to thank you guys. And please, please, if you can make a difference in your community, please do it. Because this is the time to really make a difference in your community. Thank you.
Absolutely. So look on the back of all those chairs in front of you. You're going to see the Geeks Give Back campaign, which is happening right now. It runs through December. And this is a big deal. This is a big math deal. $1 equals $4. And the way that works is every dollar that's donated tonight and throughout December 2nd is being matched by angel investor Gary Rubens, which makes it $2. And then the state of Washington matches all of that 100%, which makes it $4. $1 donated tonight makes $4. What I want you to really think about, please, please, $25 would make $100 right now, and that will help to make scholarships possible for some of the 5,400 students in Washington State, like Yusuf. This scholarship has huge, broad impact for your workforce, every single one of you. He's going to come and work for you. And we want to make sure that all of the community benefits, we're all thriving, the economy is going great. So if you only have 2 seconds, throw a number on the back of a business card and give it to me, and I will email you tomorrow. You don't have to do anything fancier than that. If you want to get fancy, there's a QR code from like the 1980s on the back of the chair. Thank you so much for having us, as always, you guys.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
And they are a 501c3, and it's good for you personally or for your company, and good for our
Karma. Good for karma.
It's good for karma. Dan Savage, the man in the hat. You don't follow it. I asked you to sit up front, so make it easy. There are chairs up front, so if somebody still wants a chair and you're in the back, feel free to come in.
So how many
Sure.
of you guys work on a platform that uses AWS? Raise your hand. AWS? All right, so you're familiar with cloud services. So InterNAP is a high-performance internet infrastructure provider. If you don't know what that means, come talk to myself or any of the guys who might be next to the InterNAP table over there. So InterNAP is very grateful to be part of the New Tech Seattle community, and we want you to come talk to us about your infrastructure needs, and we can certainly help you with your high performance without compromise infrastructure services. So enjoy yourselves tonight. I'm very grateful to be part of this community, and if you don't know who I am, come talk to me, and I'll gladly do anything I can to help you in the startup business, and give it back to Brett and Red. Thank you.
Internap. Thank you. All right, folks. I know you've been sitting for a bit, and you're going to be sitting for a little bit more for the presentations. So this is your chance to actually get up and stretch a little bit, but we're going to accomplish a very simple goal. You come here to go home finding somebody that can help you. It's the premise of networking. It's finding somebody that can actually assist you with finding whoever it is you're looking for, or maybe they're providing the resource themselves. So let's keep this really straightforward. You're going to get 2 minutes. You're going to stand up, and you're going to high-five 2 people you do not know around you. And you're going to ask them, what's up? How are you? And find out more about who they are, and maybe there's some connection to happen there. If you do not see any success over the next 2 minutes, come find me, and I'll show you how to do it. Cool? All right. Go. Stand up, 2 high fives. Let's see it, people. If this breaks it up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put it where it is, especially after it's sponsored.
Shout outs.
You can just make them short.
Have a better idea.
Say the first 10.
Better idea. What if is there a section on the website? Shout outs on Twitter. Hashtag NewTechSeattle.
Okay.
Or hashtag anything.
It's hashtag NewTechSEA.
That's it tonight. That's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
We've got a lot of feedback from the community. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, I think we should do. I think we should say we try to help everyone, but we don't have enough time. So we're gonna do like the first 5. We do like a few. Say
Follow us on Twitter,
So
you can get more like
do this now, and then after the 5, then you come back and do that.
Say hi and thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Good.
Very
Oh, that counts as 2 high fives.
awesome. Okay.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I give them like 5 or just do a few.
Then Twitter.
Yeah, because
Then job board.
this is the piece about them.
Yeah,
So
then
it's
job
good to
board,
have
right?
about them. Yeah.
I had so much fun.
I can do it again. I did too, but she told me that I got my thing in the third and I worried. She's like,
It's their job to completely berate you for having fun. That's why you go out with the boys and do it without them.
no, I'm Schaefer. We're 16 months.
I'm trying to get in touch with my mom.
I know. I was looking around for you before the event, but I couldn't find you. All right. Are you?
Yeah, man, this is cool. I love this. I actually, I'm in the military. I met Red at a scotch tasting at Fort Dallas Fund.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you never know what I mean. I can't forget Red.
We're going to do another one.
Yeah? Are you really?
You said in Tacoma, there's one of our figures is
Overdue.
Yeah.
I meet you, dude.
Well, are you sticking around tonight?
I don't know how long. I'm like dead from this whole week, but and I got my panel tomorrow, but
It's the end of a month, man.
I know.
You made it.
It's very fun to meet you.
I like this. I would have told something if I tried that move.
Well, I did that. Like, hey, Parker, I had to give a shout out. I'm like, hey, we had an agreement, yo.
You're here. I've never met you. I've seen you on chains and
I
stuff.
know. Well, we've emailed that book. So, like, let's start a week more. Awesome. What's the name of that group, actually? Or is it through?
All right, I got to kick people out. All right. Shh. Yeah, please take your seats. Okay, the shush works better. Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Who is looking for a job? Okay, we're going to keep this simple. Please take your seats. The economy depends on the next 60 seconds. The future of Seattle depends.
Wait. Important announcement. Just in case you need to know, the bar is still open. So the more you drink, the more fun we seem.
We'll do the community thing after the job board.
We already did it. Oh, yeah, yes.
Okay. All right. Shh. The fact that you're still networking is impressive. Just, this is going to be awkward. Put your hands together if you met somebody awesome just now. If you're next to somebody who's not clapping, you failed at life. I'm sorry. Okay. Now that we got past that part, let's keep this as progression. We wanted to provide something valuable to the community. So every month I'm like, hey, who's looking for a job and who's hiring? So let's keep this very simple. If you're a developer, that means you code either front-end, middle-end, or back-end software. It doesn't matter. To me, what matters is if you are a developer who understands how to code, please stand up right now. Developers. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to ask a secondary piece. If you're looking for a job, remain standing. Okay, Moonlighters, I got you there. All right, pay attention now. If you are looking for a job, we have a job board. Now, every single month, people stand up to say, I'm hiring. We are not giving them a chance to stand up. Instead, they could go to our job board and post it there. So, if you're looking for work, great, but if you are a recruiter or hiring manager, remember their faces. And if you aren't looking at their faces, then what kind of recruiter are you? Please sit down. Thank you.
And if you're looking for a job, you can post your resumes on the website also.
That's right. Now, secondly, if you are somebody who is on the creative side, you use tools that help improve the customer experience, the designs, creative, artistic side rather than coding per se. Please stand up if you are looking for a job. I won't trick you this time. Okay, creatives, come on, there's more of you. UX, UI, Optimizely. Okay, let's hear for these folks. If you are looking for a job, come on, it's not easy to say it out loud. Thank you. I would ask product managers to stand up, but there's already a product manager event going on, for 100 of them. But if you're here tonight, I'm not going to embarrass you, so please remain seated. Okay. If you are a salesperson looking for a job, you don't need to stand up. If you're that good, you're going to find that job. Okay. That's it for the job board. If you are hiring, okay, this is the most important piece. If you are a salesperson who wants to help us get more jobs on the job board, we are looking to hire one. I can't do it, but one of you can. So if you are somebody who actually wants to help out, I can tell you right now there's a lot of people hiring in Seattle. We need your help getting it onto our job board. Please come up to Brett or myself afterwards to ask us about that opportunity to work part of the New Tech Seattle team. Okay, that's it for the job board. With that, we have made another change. The community for the community is about you announcing and driving awareness about events or resources that you have for the community. Now, we've created a job board. We've created an events calendar. There are other events calendars in the community you can go to. But tonight, sometimes it helps to give a little extra kick by just standing up and telling people right here what is going on in Seattle. So here's the deal. The first 5 hands I remember seeing, and I don't have short-term memory, I will call on you to say if you have something to provide that's valuable for the community that is not a job. So, for example, if you have an event, a resource, or a lot of money that you want to give to the community.
But it's an event. It's not like, hey, my company's really cool.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's about helping and giving.
Okay, we got one over here. Let's go. No, just stay up in your spot and use your outdoor voice. Yes. Okay. You. I remember that hand. And Techstar Seattle, it's open for applications for February 2016. All right, you. November 15th, Code Sisters. Thank you. Okay. Greg, give it a go.
Okay, and this gentleman was first hand up, I think.
All right. Now, here's the deal. For the rest of you who we did not pick tonight, it's very simple. Hashtag NewTechSCA. If you go ahead and present your event on Twitter or any resource, it'll be followed by others who are interested in finding other resources. Hashtag NewTechSCA, or just go to our calendar, go to our website, or come after us and just say, hey, I want to work with you to get our event out. Other than that, I think that's it for the community. Let's give it all a round of applause for everything you guys are doing.
So we're going to have one more Terabyte sponsor come up and roll into presentations. Jordan is from Ivy Softworks, and his background includes being one of the co-founders of Napster, which you may have heard of before. So he's the name you don't hear of quite so much, but now we got a Seattle guy from Napster.
Yeah. All the young people only know Spotify. Thank you so much. I'm Jordan. We are Ivy Softworks. We're a stealth startup venture builder. We have been working on a bunch of different companies. When we're done, probably about 6 different companies. And our goal is to work through the first stages, the early stages of a startup, and keep that band together through multiple startups. So our first one is coming up. It's called Atlas. You guys can see it over there. What we do will be remembering everything you see across all your devices and data. Yes. So if you're interested and you're intrigued, please come talk to us. We'd love to talk to you. We are hiring like crazy. Got a bunch of back end and front end engineer positions. So come talk to us. We'd love to tell you all about it. Thank you.
Throw t-shirts.
T-shirts. This is where we become a little more Oprah-esque here. You get a shirt. You get a shirt. Good job. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
And they have more swag over in the corner too. Hey James, by the way, James, put the movie posters out so people can grab them when they walk out. Thanks.
All right. So here's the deal. Before we kick off with any of the speakers, if you did not get swag, if you did not get a T-shirt, yes, there's more. There's also another option. Just start a startup, and then you can make your own T-shirts. It's awesome. I got one. Brett's got one. If you want one, you can also work for a startup, and I promise you, if they don't have T-shirts, they're probably not a startup.
So, audience participation is going to help us along and make it more fun tonight. So the presenters speak for 5 minutes. When they get to 4 minutes, this gentleman right here is going to stand up. He's going to hold a 1, and when he holds the 1 up, everybody go like this. And then that lets the presenter know you got 1 minute.
We got to try that. One more time. Ready? Do it. Yeah. What it does is it makes it less awkward for someone who doesn't realize how long they're talking. And when they have 1 minute left, they now know they have 1 minute left. Trust me, it works. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, our first presenter of the night is CodeWCare. Please give him a warm welcome. Can you grab that one? Yeah. Grab that mic.
So this is really, really terrible. Just to say my name, I need like a minute and a half. Mauricio Gonzalez de la Fuente is my name. I'm the CEO and co-founder of CodeWCare. And it's really awesome to see so many familiar faces here. So thank you for the invitation. CodeWCare is really all about bringing patient success management to mental health. And now everyone is going, oh shoot, I thought this was going to be a fun event. And now we're going to be talking about mental health. Well, I'll try to make it as easy as possible. So this is me. I was a very cute kid, as you can see. The other thing you can see is that I was already developing some very amazing skills to connect with people. Look at those eyes. I'm already relating to people. Then I became kind of a snotty teenager. I think a little bit too snotty there. By then I have all sorts of coping skills and coping strategies that allow me to navigate the world regardless of how horrendous my childhood may have been, right? And then, of course, this is me. I joined Microsoft in 1992. I was with the company for 22 years. I was lucky to be one of 2 entrepreneurs in residence sometime in the past. And my last job was general manager for customer lifecycle management. And so full of promise, very serious, of course, probably as serious as I look today. And then, of course, I also had lots of friends and parties and all that. But suddenly, of course, life happens. And life happens to all of us. And what that means is that we may have perhaps lost a family member. We may have gone and gotten a divorce, lost a job. Life happens to us. And when life happens to us, all of that composure that you see is completely gone, right? Those coping skills that we had are no longer enough, and we need some help. And the reality is that in this room, I would say even more, but according to the NIH, 46.9% of the population will have some sort of mental health diagnosis in their lifetime. So, and in this room, I would say it's more like 98, 97%, around that. But, give or take. So, really, it's a staggering number. Most of us need help, and the reality is that there is not enough being done around mental health. Starting with a stigma, this is the first definition of stigma that I found by Googling the word stigma. And you already see the example, the stigma of mental disorder, as the example for the word. And so that's really where the problems start. But it gets really worse. There are referral paths that exist today in healthcare that are really, really awesome for, you go to your PCP, your primary care physician, and you immediately get connected with labs, with imaging, with specialists. But when you want to go see a therapist, or when your PCP suggests that you need to go see a therapist, what you get is a printed piece of paper with some name circled. And so those referral paths are not there, and people are not getting the care that they deserve. It's also a very fragmented field. In the Puget Sound area, there are 5,500 therapists, all practicing all sorts of different modalities, and few of them are evidence-based. And the final challenge is that there is very limited integrated care. Yes, you get the health care on one side, but when you actually want to get a full view of the patient, there is no visibility on patient outcomes. So we believe that it's about time that we fix mental health. And so our answer is quite simple. It's actually the bar to have an impact in mental health is quite amazing. So we really start by bringing success management to mental health. Step one. We connect patients, we connect physicians and patients with therapists. So we build these referral paths that today don't exist. We have algorithms and all sorts of methods that allow us to match patients with providers. And then finally, we success manage patient outcomes. And because I only have a few minutes, I only have a few seconds, I just want to tell you that we do this because we're very passionate about mental health. We believe that there is absolutely no health without mental health. Thank you.
Questions? Please grab the microphone too. Mauricio,
Yes, sir.
please grab the microphone.
Do I have questions for you guys? Yes, you, please. No. Any questions? It's available today, and so happy to talk to you. We don't have it publicly available. We do referrals through PCPs, through patients seeking therapy, and we can take care of your needs. Yes, sir, in the back. Yes, you, green. Oh, we make money in multiple ways. Our business model is very simple. If you think about a babushka doll, at the core of our business model, we make money by connecting patients with providers. Providers are looking to bring new clients, like anyone else. Every small business wants to find new patients. So we collect a fee for bringing new clients, driving billing, and driving scheduling. So that's a percentage fee that we keep. The second layer of the babushka doll, we make money by doing the case management for large healthcare organizations, and so we do some of that. And then the third component, which is very, very green at this point, it's going to be a component that is important to us in the next 18 months, is really all of the data and all of the analytics that we do across the patient life cycle. Other questions?
One more?
That side, yes?
With all those 5,000 providers, do you evaluate them in any way, or do you just put them in the database?
Actually, no, we don't have 5,000 providers in our network. We have a number of providers in our network. We're very selective with the providers that we work with. We want to focus on providers that are outcomes focused, providers that are able to work in the models that we propose. But no, we don't need to be involved with all 5,000. We have a much smaller number for that to reach capacity. One more question?
Nope.
We're done?
That's it. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, Mauricio. Appreciate it. Almost, but not yet. Christopher? Coding Dojo. Come on, run. You should be up close. People are waiting for you. So Coding Dojo has been a repeat sponsor with us for Eastside and Seattle, though they're located on the east side, and we appreciate you supporting us on both sides.
Thank you. I'm Ben Jones, actually, from Coding Dojo. Chris isn't here, but we are another coding boot camp right next to Galvanize in the back corner. We do teach 3 full stacks in 14 weeks, actually. It's kind of our pivot point here. Really want people to come in, no matter what their background is, and come in and learn these technologies, really change where they're going career path-wise and what they genuinely want to do. And we are in downtown Bellevue right now. We are on the east side.
Kids' activity planning is very painful. According to our own survey, more than 88% of the parents spend more than 2+ days planning for summer camps, and more than 64% of the parents spend more than 4+ days. I don't know, maybe you remember this study from Amazon in 2008. A user delay of 0.1 second can lead to 1% of the loss in sales. Here we're talking about 6 orders of magnitude longer user delays. All what this spells out is that this is a space that's very underserved by technology. This is a mass market that's ripe for disruption. And this is a place where we can add tremendous value and bring, we can serve the enrichment education space much better with the 21st century technologies. On one hand, the parents have trouble funding activities. On the other hand, activity providers have trouble funding students. 80 or 90% of the providers have empty seats in their classrooms. So this is exactly where we come in. The activity providers would list the seats on sixcreekkids.com, and the parents come to sixcreekkids.com, a central place to search, to schedule, to book, and to share activities. The addressable market is huge. It's a $15 billion industry, according to American Camp Association. $15 billion spent on camps and classes each year. So we built this, our first minimum viable product, sixcreekkids.com, as a summer camp planner. It was released in early March, and we caught the tail of the summer camp planning in 2014. We have sold $2 million worth of inventory, and we had $2 million of inventory. We sold $20,000 worth of the classes, and we had some revenue. We're developing V2 so that we can help parents schedule activities throughout the year. So this is not just a seasonal product. In our survey further indicates that 94% of the parents, for that 4 days and 2 days of planning, actually they spend it in scheduling. So central to our product is the ability to schedule classes across different providers. So basically for a class, you can see where these classes fit into your schedule. And so what we offer is a planning process. And this not only provides tremendous convenience to parents, but this is a huge marketing value for providers because it connects the programs these providers provide to the right spot in parents' calendar. For providers, it's like Airbnb. It's a self-serve. They can come to our website and to list their classes. And only when we bring them new business, we ask for a small cut. So we had some great tractions over last spring, and we got an exponential growth in the registered users, and we have made revenue. Google Analytics showed us that there's 6,000 Seattle unique users and spending quite a long time on our website. We have very healthy 60% of new sessions, a healthy growth of the website. So parents have expressed enthusiastic positive response to our website. They thought of this as a really wonderful product, saved them so much time, and they discovered new opportunities. They replied to my weekly newsletter and say, I really, really love your website. Providers are eagerly signing up over just the period of 2-3 months. We onboarded 60 providers. You can recognize some of the brand name activity providers. And we even observed some early network effects. Some providers have never interacted with us, signed up, and get paid the same week. And we were also got enthusiastic response from the press. And you can find me on the TV from NBC, King 5, and in the radio. And we were also in the local newspapers like Redmond Reporter and Bellevue Reporter. Okay, we are expanding nationwide. We want to go and capture the entire U.S. market. And by next summer, we'd like to capture 5 markets. By 2017, another 7 more. So we've got a wonderful team. Here we have Stephanie sitting over here in charge of the Seattle area. We've got a world-class technologist as well as business development expert with us, and top-notch web developers and great creative talent in sales and marketing. I'm done with my talk, and our website can benefit from your help. Spread the word to all the parents that you know, as well as activity providers you know, because it's risk-free for providers to sign up, and it's great benefit for the parents. Yes, please.
Doesn't Active.com have a similar product?
Active.com is a registration software for providers. It's not parents-facing. This is aggregates. This is parents-facing, so you can search. And also the data from Active.com, they may not, they cannot freely give the parents information to other, So we are a marketplace for all of the activities facing the parents. Does that make sense? Yeah. Just like there were a lot of rental softwares out there in the past, but Airbnb is really the traveler facing. Yeah.
One more question?
Please, yeah. Who are the moms and dads here in the audience? Oh, there's a question right there. Sorry, there are two questions. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Wow, does it sound cute? Okay, that's why we got a good name. There's another question here. Well, the true answer is that the domain name exists. And also, it does sound cute. Okay. Through the press and through, we actually have do email campaigns with the parents leaders in the school, and we send emails to corporate mailing list, parents mailing list, and we go to events and so on. Yes. Yeah, I had the idea last April when I was having so much hard time, such a difficult time planning for my own children's summer camps. We didn't get started in earnest in October. And now we have a complete product with traction.
Thank you, Helen.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sky? You have things to give away, right?
I have things.
You're not allowed to come up here.
Things,
You have to have things to throw at people, or else you can't come up.
I'm going to stand up here because I'm really short. Hey guys, I'm Sky from Hired. We are a talent marketplace, so we connect people looking for jobs with companies that are hiring. So on the company side, we pre-filter candidates for both quality and intent, and on the candidate side, we're a one-stop shop to see kind of what companies are out there, anywhere from seed stage companies to large corporations like Amazon. So 3 things to take away. Number 1, if you're interested at all, or if you've ever looked for a job, if you've ever hired anyone, check out hired.com or come talk to Vicki and I at our table. We have candy, we have koozies, and I'd like to think we're really friendly. Number 2, we are raffling off our gift box, which is the box that you get if you get hired through the platform and has a bottle of Dom. So go drop off your business card. If you don't have one, we have pieces of paper you can write down your name and email. And then lastly, I'm giving away our limited edition Hired t-shirts that have the number 12. I only have 2, but I'm going to try and chuck it as far as I can to whoever's hands are up. Okay, and please don't judge my throwing skills. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna go for that side. Oh crap. We'll be here next month too, and I'll bring more stuff and practice throwing. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Sky.
Hey guys, I have a joke for you guys. So the Great American Beer Festival was last month in Denver, and the brewmasters of Budweiser, Corona, and Coors, and Northwest Microbrew all go out drinking one night. They pull up to the bar, bartender, hey, what do you guys want? Corona guy says, oh, I'll have a Corona. It's the finest beer in the world. Budweiser guy says, oh, of course, I'll have a Budweiser. It's the king of beers. Coors guy says, well, I'll have a Coors. It's brewed with fine Rocky Mountain water. The Northwest Microbrew guy just thinks about it and says, I'll have a Coke. Everyone looks at him like, why didn't you order a beer? He said, well, you guys didn't either, so. I'm Andy Schauber at Summit Law Group. We're the preferred business law sponsor for New Tech Seattle. I had beers with the next speaker, Hans Bjordahl. He's a cool guy, so listen to what he has to say.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hans Bjordahl. I am founder and CEO of Culture Foundry. We are Seattle's go-to digital agency, and we did the New Tech Seattle website. And today we're going to do 3 things. We're going to play a game. It's a quiz game. There's going to be a prize, and that prize is going to have a point, and it's going to be related to Startup Week. The game is called Startup or Teletubby, and this is just practice in terms of how it's going to work. I'm going to put a name on the screen, and if you think you know whether it is a startup or a Teletubby, your hand will shoot up, and I will call on you, and you will declare which it is. It's just practice, so just shout it out. What do you think? Teletubby. See, they start easy. Still a practice. Teletubby. Ooh. All right, we're good. Okay, startup. Uh-oh. You all are pretty good. This might go pretty quick. So yes, startup. So if you get it right, just come up here after all the sessions and I'll meet you and give you your prize. I can reveal that the prize is a book, and we're going to tie this all together at the end. So the first, Dipsy, that was the first. No. Hang over here. Your odds were good because it was one or the other. So congratulations. You are a winner. See? This is harder than it looks. All right, let's do it again. Dipsy. Everyone, Dipsy. Jigloo. Startup. You are correct, sir. You are a winner. Nice job. Nice job. Jigloo is a website, though albeit one with a Teletubby-like logo. So, who knows? And it all comes together. Next, Uno. Startup. You're correct. It's a startup. You are a winner. Congratulations. Next, this is number 4, and we're going to do a total of 5. Yably. Going this way now, right there. Correct. You might think it's the talkative Teletubby, but it is, in fact, a startup. And this is the last one, and they do get a little harder. This one I think might be a little challenging. Nunu. Right back there, sir. Teletubby. Good job. It is a Teletubby. It is one of the lesser Teletubbies. Remember when there was like a 5th Beetle for a while? Right, this is Nunu, the neglected Teletubby, but is an actual character in the show. So you've all won a prize. The prize is a book. What is the book? The book is a book called Conscious Capitalism, and it's a book that we refer to a lot at Culture Foundry, and I've got them right up here for the prize winners. And the reason we refer to it is conscious capitalism is not just a book, but it's actually a movement in business that is of some, I'm going to say it's of great import right now. And the premise, I'm going to boil it down to the brief part of it, is that you need to found your business on a core principle. Why do you exist? Why did your team get up in the morning? What would the world miss if your startup did not exist? And, you know, the theme, if it's kind of a name that doesn't get that across and does not lead with purpose, not only does it feel better to lead your startup with purpose, there's actual data that you will enjoy a significantly better return over the long haul if you lead with purpose. And the key is to make it clear, make it simple, and make it in a way you can't miss. So that's our core purpose, creating beautiful technology for clients we love. One of the clients we love, New Tech Seattle, or partners we love. It's very romantic. But the core purpose of New Tech Seattle could not be more clear. It is the heart of Seattle's tech community. You can't miss it. Other clients that we've brought this across for include the Esalen Institute, which is to pioneer deep change in self and society. There you go. He knows about it. Others include, you don't have to be on top of the mountain to have a core purpose that drives your team. You can be organic coffee roasters of the highest order. That is clear. I'd say that is noble. I rely on that. You can be promoting the well-being and future of the Samoyed breed. You can be covering global health and poverty because you give a damn. And so, you know, having sort of gone through this idea of leading with purpose in your business, you might be thinking, oh, well, if this rings true to you, what can you do next? Well, one of the things you can do is talk to us, right? Mention New Tech Seattle. You can email me at hans@culturefoundry.com, and I've got contact info on the slide, or mention Teletubbies, and we'd be happy to, you know, start with a progress review of where you are in terms of expressing your core purpose online. If you're interested in this notion of conscious capitalism, this is a very, very interesting time in Seattle because this is a national organization and the Seattle chapter is getting started right now. All levels of involvement are possible. I encourage you to start at this URL or just Google Conscious Capitalism Seattle and you'll get taken there, you'll find it. And check out what this is about. It's about core purpose, core principles, and exponentially better returns over multi-year timeframes if you follow this approach. There's also going to be a meetup right around the corner next Wednesday, 4 to 7 p.m. at Good Bar. This is how close it is. Next Wednesday from 4 to 7 p.m. And if this has sparked your interest, we would love to have you participate and be the start of something. So I'm Hans. I'm happy to be of service, and thank you very much.
Our next presenter is SmartCap. Do you need to roll your thing over? Okay. This is going to be a little more interactive presentation. Who wants to see a live demo? We have a live demo for you. Your mic's right there. So please give a warm welcome to SmartCap.
Okay, hi everyone, my name's Christine and this is my coworker Chris and we work for a company called Smart Technologies. How many people have heard of Smart Technologies? Fair few. Background for our company is actually in education, so if you have children, I guarantee you a drink at that bar that your kids probably have smartboards in their classrooms. We have about 70% of 70% of classrooms across the US have smartboards in them. But this is New Tech Seattle, so I wanted to come down today and just show you some cool new tech that the company's developing. So my next question is, how many people here use whiteboards? How many people use them every day, love them, use them to their lists, their coloring, whatever? I do too. How do you save the information from your whiteboard? Take a photo. Do you find that effective? Works well enough. Does this look familiar? This is what my company does. Everyone writes PLO, and I didn't know what it meant because to me that meant the Palestinian Liberation Organization. But apparently it means please leave on. I always write do not erase. Found that one out through onboarding. Anyway. This is what it probably looks like too. The cartoon is a really glorified picture of what you think's happening, but what's probably happening is your small little crappy Nokia isn't quite getting the whole board and the page, or then you've got photos left in your camera library on your phone and you're going back through whatever ruckus you got up to on the weekend to find something from work to get to. Or it looks like this. And you say, great, what I had was really detailed and really great, and now there's a big sunspot in the middle, because that seems to happen whenever you take a photo of information, or you have to try to take 4 photos and stitch them together to get to the great level of detail that your idea had. Smart Technology set out to try to change this. We said, you know what, this is a piece of technology that has not evolved in like 100 years. Or like 50, it's like 1956, I think the whiteboard came out. So we said, we're going to totally evolve the dry erase board and make it for today's world. So this is the new revolutionized dry erase board or whiteboard. It looks just like your regular whiteboard. I have talked to many people about whiteboarding. I have people who tell me they can't think without the smell of a dry erase marker. So this is a regular Scene 1, Scene 'em all dry erase marker. You could use Expo, whatever you want, no special pens. The only thing that's special about it is it plugs in. So if you have power outlets in your building, you can use one of these things. Walk up, pick up a pen, start writing just the way Chris did. However, I'm going to pair my phone using the QR code that's on the board on the side here. You guys all have a email in your inbox saying please join a SmartCap session, so you can follow along on your phone if you want to. Just by pairing my board using the QR code, I'm going to unlock a whole new set of capabilities. There you go. So you don't all have to pair the phone, like only I need to do it, and I can send you an email and you can all follow along. Once I've paired my phone, you're going to see in real time everything that's happening on that board. I can capture that so I don't need to take a photograph anymore. I have a high resolution JPEG or PDF of that work to send around. You can zoom in, zoom out. I can take multiple captures of that work. So you get to idea number 1, you want to see the progression, you want to capture what you got there, take a snapshot, move on to idea number 2 or erase it. There's no technology in the board whatsoever, so we're not talking about IT networking and complicated integration. It's literally hang it on the wall. We had to hang it on a stand for this, and the stand's problematic, but hang it on the wall, plug it in, good to go. And that's it. This is like the dry erase board reinvented. So if you open up the session, you could follow along, see what Chris has been writing, but we have a whole higher level to this line, which is digital, and you can do two-way inking, and you could be anywhere you wanted to, but I'm done with a minute to go. Yep. How does it work? DVIT. So it's tracing the movements of the pen so that it can pick up where it's going. Yeah.
So can smartphones and iPad write on something
For this version, no, because I'm putting physical ink on a board. So unless your phone can put physical ink back on my board, that's not going to work. For the next line up, which is digital, so looks like a TV screen instead, then yeah, you can do two-way, multi-way inking, however you want. Yep. Oh. This is $8.99. This is just like a flip chart size. We have regular like 4x6, which is pretty much your standard whiteboard size, and that's $11.99. Yeah. I can create one and we can get the guys to send it around to the group tomorrow. Yeah.
I can come and set it up for you. You get to see my beautiful face.
That doesn't cost extra?
Yeah. What'd you say? Sure. That's a true story. Seriously. You don't know the kinds of boring research I've done, but like looking up the price range of whiteboards on the market, that was a great Friday afternoon. But yeah, no, plenty of people. This is like a standard tool. You go into work, you whiteboard. And for myself, it's like my to-do list, right? And being able to share that with other people and say, this is what's on the list, knock it off.
So how is this better than taking a picture and having the application on your phone?
Image recognition.
Yeah, exactly.
So just, I suppose, per the pictures I showed you, you don't get sunspots, you don't get any kind of blur, you don't need to it takes the whole screen, you have to take multiple snapshots of the same thing. It's actually all stored in the same app, and so it integrates with like Evernote or anywhere else, so it's actually more secure than taking a photo on your phone, which people can instantly put on Twitter or Facebook. You'd have to do more workarounds to get there. So for companies that are a little bit more data conscious or security conscious, they can do that.
Also remote. So if you're remote,
right.
You can be down the street or in Europe, you just send them the link, they can join the session.
Right.
It's exactly.
The photo alone doesn't give you that real-time sharing. So this has real-time sharing. You can follow along with my ideas. So actually, this company is based in Calgary, and I work out of Seattle. We, in the last year, opened up a pretty big Seattle office. But before that, I was remote. And when people have an idea and write on a board, you're on a phone call thinking, I might as well be watching TV. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sometimes, every now and again, people take a photo and send it to you, and it turns out to be something like that. And I'm like, cool, I'll put on Days of Our Lives because I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Okay.
How many of you have heard of BECU? How many of you use BECU? I've been a credit union person for a long time, been in Seattle for 3 years, and worked with them for 3 years. I love their community attitude and what they do in the community, and really grateful that you guys are now sponsoring us also.
Thank you for that intro. You saved me a little bit of time. I was going to ask who knew about us, but I see we've got quite a few people who do. So my name is Chelsea. I'm here from BECU. We have a couple giveaways, but we're going to make you work for it. So I have some trivia questions. Who knows what the highest interest rate is that BECU offers on a deposit account? This hand was up first. Oh, very close, but not 5%. Not 6 either. Guys. Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer. You were the closest. It's 4%. We offer 4% interest on the first $500 in both your checking and savings. Yeah. Okay. Second question. Who knows what the minimum deposit required for an account at BECU is? I'm going to go ahead and call on my buddy over here. Oh, no. Okay. $5. Thank you. $5 in a savings account is the only deposit required to have a membership at BECU. Okay, last question. Who knows what BECU stands for? Over here. Yes. Boeing Employees Credit Union. You are right. Okay. Don't let that mislead you. You do not have to be a Boeing employee to be a member with BECU. All you have to do is be a resident of Washington State or work in Washington State. Does everybody here qualify in one way or another for that? Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, if you are interested to learn more, we are over in the back. We do have a special promotion going on tonight, so come and chat with us.
Thank you. So our final presenter of the night is one of my favorite people in Seattle. She's charming, she's lovely, she's smart, and she's an amazing entrepreneur that shares a lot with everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy, Killer Infographics. The night's about to get more awesome.
Well, that was a huge buildup. Hi, everybody. My name's Amy Balliet. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Killer Infographics, but my favorite title is Chief Swiss Army Knife. So some of you might have heard that one before, like a Swiss Army knife. I do a little bit of everything. It was interesting that a core purpose conversation was had, because that's really what I want to talk to you guys about, which is the core purpose of Killer Infographics. Killer Infographics, we really focus on communication. But when it comes to communication, we focus primarily on the most natural form of communication. And that natural form of communication is actually, if I can get this thing to move, there we go. It's visual communication. We're a visual communications agency. And that's something that's kind of a new breed in agencies these days. We're 5 years old. Our primary offerings include infographics, animated motion graphics, and interactive content. Now, when you think about visual communication, there's a big debate about what it means, so I'm going to break it down for you. Visual communication is when you graphically represent information to efficiently and effectively create meaning. When necessary, very limited text is used to explicate that meaning, and that's the really big key here. Visual communication does not rely on text. And at Killer Infographics, our big focus is on actually taking information and visualizing it so that you don't have to read anything. So let me talk to you about why that's important. Visual information gets to the brain 60,000 times faster than any other form of communication that exists. And 90% of the information that we retain is actually visual information. The average attention span of the US consumer is only 5 seconds long. 5 seconds. The average attention span of a goldfish is 9 seconds. So you have 5 seconds to hook your audience before they swim away with the rest of the fish. And the best way to do that is to use the method of information that transmits to the brain 60,000 times faster than any other form of communication. And how fast is that? It's actually 1/10 of a second. Visual information gets to the brain at 1/10 of a second. When you're inundated with information in the information age that we live in, you want to use the fastest form of information delivery that exists, and that's visuals. On average, when people see a web page with 600 words of text, they read about 20% of it, and that's it. And then they jump away. BuzzFeed, though, has become one of the most sticky websites online. And that's because for every 100 words of text, they include a visual to help represent that text further. That's why currently they're considered the leading, most trafficked news site online. News, guys, it's BuzzFeed. Visual information gets to the brain faster than anything, and this is a great example of what I mean. That simple icon right there says you could slip, you could fall, you could break your back. You could sue the establishment that you just slipped and fell in. It all says it in one icon. Now, when you pair that icon with short form text, super short text, caution, wet floor, nothing more, it actually increases comprehension by 89%. Because our brains are hardwired to see the visuals first, and then the text just helps kind of nudge people in the right direction. But when you overwhelm somebody with text, the visual doesn't matter. So visual communication is about letting the text be the afterthought, not the forethought. The visuals should always be the very first thing that you see. In over 9 studies, it's been proven that pairing visuals with other forms of presentation increase comprehension. And to further this, I'm going to do a quick test with you guys. When I say the word dog, what pops into your head? So Not a single person said this. Nobody had the letters D, O, and G pop into their head. Man, guys, why doesn't anybody think in text? We don't think in text. So at Killer Infographics, we've become one of the leading visual communication agencies in the world because we focus on representing information in visuals, the natural way we all communicate. Thank you. Yes. The question was, are we a service? Are we a collection of images? So a visual communications agency is a service provider. We design infographics. We design animated video and animate the video. We do interactive development. So it's kind of the new form of a design agency, PR agency, ad agency, kind of all intermingled. And we also have a poster store. So if anybody wants to buy some really cool posters like Neo Seattle, which is a cool poster, go to our website, killerinfographics.com. Just saying.
And they made our amazing logo too.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you,
we
Amy.
did do that. Yes. An infographic is about 60 hours worth of work if it's going to be something that's actually going to succeed online, because about 10,000 infographics are released every single day online. So it's about 60 hours of work for us. It's about 3 to 4 weeks of work, or sometimes we can do it in a couple of days if we really have to. That was easy. Any other questions? Yes. We do fixed pricing. We don't charge by the hour, primarily because we believe that it's not really fair to the client to charge by the hour. If somebody's having a slow day or something like that, you know, the client can't control that. So we do fixed pricing. Yep. Yes. The question was, are we providing the research as well? And we're a full turnkey service. So we're a full service agency. We even come up with the ideas for our clients if we have to. Yes. Yes. So the question was, do we do presentations like this for clients? You know, if I'm hearing that in two ways. We design presentations like this for clients, but we also do presentations like this for clients. I also teach regular courses on infographic design, and I have a lynda.com course on how to do infographics as well.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, guys.
Where'd you go, Red? You tell people not to network, you tell them to be quiet, and then you start bouncing around the room and chit-chatting with people. So our next event in Seattle is going to be November 19th. We are always, except for October because of Seattle Startup Week, we're always the third Thursday of the month. You can put us on your calendar, and we will be here third Thursday of every month whenever you choose to come and join us. Our next event is going to actually be Tacoma on November 10th, and we're also going to be in Eastside on November 17th, which is also the third Tuesday of every month. If you would like to connect with our community through presenting or sponsoring, or you just have questions that you think Red or I might be able to help out with, you can email me or Red at newtechseattle.com. We're always available and happy to help. Our website, the whole point of it is to take what we do in here and try to give you ways to do that online so that you can connect with each other and help each other. We're kind of limited as two people as to what we know and what we can help with, but the community has a lot more to share, and so we're trying to give you ways to do that with each other. And what you probably really care about is the after party. If you haven't had enough yet, it's right across the street.
When you
if you follow that.
Okay, so just to make this straightforward, you don't have to go all the way over that way. You can just cross. This is what it looks like when you leave the bar. But here's the deal. Every month we go, it always varies. Here's what we're going to say. We're going to kick you guys out of here in the next half hour so that we can all go to the bar across the street and accomplish the same exact thing, but it's Thursday night. So I appreciate your networking attitude, but let's go out and have a little bit of fun. You don't have to drink. They have Shirley Temples. I personally enjoy them. So with that, it's a theme. Get it, Red? Okay, forget it, guys.
Did you have a good night? Thank you, guys. We're sorry we try to pack a lot in, so we went a little bit over, so thank you for hanging through it. We really appreciate being here. The community is what makes this all happen, so thank you so much, and we hope to see you soon. Good night.
your skin. I wanna